Hello everyone, welcome to Day 2 Algebra 1 notes on combining like terms. So we're going to start off here with regular everyday items and then move on to some math terms. So again, if you can print this out and write on here, that's a good idea. Or not, we have our scrap piece of paper that we're just going to take a photo of and then send to me via email or upload to Google Classroom, whatever. So for number 1, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clocks. So all I need for an answer is 5 clocks. You do not have to draw these if you're using a separate sheet of paper. Please don't try to draw these. That's just painful. Number 2. Now I have a different shape. I have an apple. So I have 1, 2, 3 clocks. So I'm going to put 3 clocks. Again, you could do this on the sheet too. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 apples. So plus I have 4 apples. That's it. That's all I need for an answer on these types of questions. And the last type is going to be a little bit different. Well, I have these clocks here. I have 1, 2, 3 clocks, and I have this clock. But this clock is different from these clocks. This clock is ringing. Nobody likes a ringing clock, right? This is the kind of clock you throw at the wall when you don't want to wake up in the morning. So these clocks are different. So what I actually have for number 3 is I have 3 regular clocks. So I have 3 clocks. Don't forget the S on the end of that word. Plus, I have this clock, which I'm going to call a ringing clock. It's different. It's ringing, where the other ones are not. So I have 1 ringing clock, and then I have 2 apples here. So plus 2 apples. Now, if you want to pause the video here and do this section on your sheet, there's 3 questions very similar with clocks, ringing clocks, and apples. That might be a good idea. And then once you're done with that, we come back to part 2. You can unpause the video. Okay, so if you paused and you're back now, we're on to combining like terms in math class. So like regular math terms. So here, number 1, again, I'm going to copy it on my scrap piece of paper. I'm going to pretend like I don't have a printer, which I'm not sure how many of you actually do. So we have 5x minus 6x plus 2x. Again, I just copied it. And now they're all like terms, so I can go right ahead and I can combine all of these. So we have 5 minus 6 is negative 1x plus 2x. This is the same thing as 2x minus 1x, which is a positive 1x. So they're all the same, so I can just combine them all together. For my second question, number 2, I'll put this over here. We've got 12x minus 3 minus 7x plus 5 minus 6. And now I have x terms and I have regular number terms. So I'm going to circle my x terms. You could use boxes, underlines, whatever. 12x minus 7x is 5x. And my regular number terms I'm going to box off. We have negative 3, positive 5, and negative 6. Notice how I'm boxing off the sign in front. That way I know to put a minus or a plus. So we have negative 3, positive 5, and negative 6. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 minus 6 is negative 4. Now, if we need to do the math over here on a calculator, again, that's fine. As long as you show me that, like, you circle the 12x with the negative 7x, and then you box off the regular numbers, I'm fine with you checking your math on a calculator. That's perfectly fine. If you just give me this 5x minus 4, like let's just say you printed it out and you just put boom 5x minus 4, there you go, Mr. P, there's my answer. Sorry, no credit. I gotta see the circles in the boxes. That is how you're going to show me your work. I don't need to see the circles in the boxes on these. These ones you can just write, you know. You can just, like I said, you can just write 5 clocks. And that's a perfectly fine answer for the front side only. The first sheet. Okay, and the last one for notes, number 3 here. We've got, let me flip this over. We've got 3x squared plus 8 minus 7x plus 4x squared minus 5x minus 2. So now I have some x's with exponents. So again, that's like the clock and the ringing clock. So these are different. X squared, 3x squared, and 4x squared go together to get me 7x squared. Negative 7x goes with negative 5x. 2 negatives we're going to add. So that's negative 12x. And then here I'll underline positive 8 minus 2 is positive 6. So again, once you have all your work, probably a little bit, you know, neater than mine. I probably could have stuck number 3 down here, but you wouldn't be able to see both of them at the same time. So again, once you have your work on your separate sheet, just all your work, take a picture of it with your phone and email it to me or upload it to Google Classroom. Again, and as we're doing class, I will be going through and grading them. So you can just get some live grading if you finish within that allotted hour. And then you're on to IXL.